Okay.
Yeah.
Hello guys, today we are going to discuss about our full report regarding the two SDGs, which is SDG 2, Zero Hunger, and SDG 4, which is quality education. So before we start our full report regarding this news, we're gonna introduce ourselves. So myself, Tanushmara Anak Laki Manimaran, my matrix number is 2250144.
Hello guys, my name is Tashan Analalaki Balamurgan. My matrix number is 2250141.
And my name is Tengku Nasruddin bin Tengku Syarul, and my matric number 220143.
Hello guys, my name is Sweta Anapropan Jaishankar and my matric number is 2250140.
Hello guys, my name is Yugesh, son of Raj Babu, and my matrix card number is 2250146.
Okay. We're gonna start our first report regarding the SDG 2, which is Zero Hunger. This report is about Malaysia shields RM 2.8 billion in farm subsidies, drafts landmark food security act amid global pressures. Kuala Lumpur, in a decisive move to protect the nation's fragile food supply chain, the Malaysian government has announced sweeping legislative and financial measures this week, marking a paradigm shift in how the country treats agriculture stability. Amid the threatening fiscal environment, instruction for sweeping budget cuts across federal ministries. The Ministry of Agriculture and Food Securities, which is KPKM, confirmed it will be fully shield RM 2.8 billion in agriculture subsidies. Concurrently, the government has accelerated the drafting of a landmark National Food Security Act, signaling that Putrajaya now views food production as a manner of national defense. Production of agriculture subsidies. Despite a Ministry of Finance directive instructing federal ministries to cut operating expenditures by 10% to 20% due to global economic pressures, the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security (KPKM) has completely shielded its 2.8 billion agriculture subsidy allocation. To absorb an estimated RM 200 million budget cut, the ministry downsized lower priority expenses such as promotional campaigns and exhibitions, rather than reducing support to food producers. KPKM's Secretary General Isha emphasized that maintaining these subsidies is critical to preventing inflation from driving up domestic food prices and worsening food insecurity. The upcoming National Food Security Act. For long-term stability, the government is finalizing the draft of a landmark National Food Security Act, overseen by Deputy Prime Minister Dato Seri Fadlillah Yusof, with plans to table it in a parliament next year. The proposed legislation aims to insulate food security from shifting political priorities through three core pillars, which are agriculture land production, automated crisis response, and guaranteed baseline investment.
Okay. A three-tier plan for immediate relief. To complement the upcoming legislation, Deputy Agriculture and Food Security Minister Datuk Cham Fook Heng presented a comprehensive three-tier strategy to the Dewan Rakyat to immediately ration food produce from skyrocketing global production costs. Number one, short-term tax relief and cash injection. The government will accept selected better agriculture input, including raw phosphate and magnesium sulfate fertilizer from the sale and service tax to December 31, 2027. Furthermore, the incentive from plugging from paddy farmer have been massively increased from RM 100 RM16 to RM300 per hectare for the 2026 planting season, benefiting nearly 200,000 farmers. Additionally, monthly cash assistance under the Budi Agri Commodity and Budi Diesel individual initiative have been raised from RM300 to 400. Number two, medium-term structure improvement. The government will restructure the National Agro-Food Development Program to prioritize high-impact projects that include heavily investing in permanent food production park and integrate aquaculture zone to localize food production and reduce the national heavy release on imported food. And lastly, long-term releases. Locate ahead, the government will officially granted designated food production zone through cooperation with the housing and local government ministry under the National Agro-Food Zone. Kagum from work.
Hello guys, now I'm going to discuss about the climate threats and global cooperation. Three aggressive domestic policies are being pushed against the backdrop to looming environmental threats, particularly the El Nino phenomenon, which poses several risks to regional crop yields. So acknowledging that climate change makes isolated survival impossible, Minister Muhammad Sabu highlighted that the upcoming Malaysia Agriculture, Horticulture and Agrotourism exhibition, which is MAHA 2026, will be the most internationally diverse edition yet, with unprecedented participation from major agricultural powers like Brazil, China, the United States, and Japan. Putrajaya is signaling a desire for deep cross-border cooperation. So the food security is an issue that no country can solve alone, Muhammad Sabu remarked. When disasters occur in one country, assistance must come from others. So ultimately, the events on June 2026 mark a critical turning point for Malaysia by legally safeguarding agricultural land, absorbing federal budget cuts to protect from subsidies and restructuring the tax burden on food producers. Putrajaya is laying the groundwork to aggressively combat the malnutrition and food inflation crisis hindering the nation's development goals. So that's all our report for this news regarding SDG 2 Zero Hunger. So I will pass to Sashan to continue.
All right, thank you, Sweta. So now me and Yugesh will be continuing about education 2030, which is SDG 4. So the source for this news report is UNICEF Malaysia. So let's get into it right now. A UNICEF Malaysia report on education 2030 highlights Malaysia's progress in improving its education system while also identifying ongoing challenges. The report states that Malaysia has made strong improvements in access to education, especially at primary and secondary levels. Government reforms have helped increase school enrollment rates and improve overall education coverage nationwide. It also highlights effort to strengthen teacher training, curriculum development, and digital learning systems, especially during and after COVID-19 pandemic. These improvements aim to support more modern and flexible learning environments aligned with global education goals. All right, after this, Mr. Yugesh will continue with the report. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Darshan, for the explanation, and I'm going to continue about it. However, the report also points out several important challenges. One key issue is the learning gap between urban and rural students, where rural schools often lack resources and digital accesses. The report also notes that learning loss from COVID-19 school disruptions has affected student performance. In addition, children from disadvantaged backgrounds, including those in remote areas and vulnerable groups, still face barriers to quality education. UNICEF emphasizes that while Malaysia has made progress, achieving SDG 4 by 2030 will require stronger investment, better infrastructure, and more inclusive policies. Education must ensure not only access but also quality learning outcomes for every child.
All right. Thank you so much, Yugesh. So that's it, guys. This is the full report of SDG 2, which is about Food Security Act, and SDG 4, which is about Quality Education, Education 2030. So that's all from us, guys. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.